So we're doing a comedy minute with Minh part two. All right. So just practicing some bits. What I like to practice is ideas that are either interesting or is confusing to me. So it's like practicing math. It's like practicing an accent. It's like practicing memorizing terminology, biology, or whatever, psychology, whatever it may be. I just like to practice basic skills, politeness, manners. Here's a polite one. Good evening. Good day. How are you? So just practicing with humor. Here's like please and thank you. Please? Please. Please? Um, Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What I tend to always say thank you, thank you. It's a math thing. Um, Thank you. So you can go fast, you can go slow, you can repeat words. So I'm practicing language that way. What so those are the simple ones, like just basic stuff that you grew up on, like alphabet, math, manners, and politeness. If you want to go complex, you go into humanities studies, family living, human interaction. So just your interaction with your teachers, professors, no matter however your education level is, your boss at a job, manager, or if you work. I've never worked, so I haven't gone that far. The furthest I've got with human interaction is professors. That's as far as I've gotten. So that's what I work with. I work with what I got. Um, I don't work with. I don't work on ideas that I don't know personally. Just because I like to work on myself and the things that I know. Because I've never worked with a I never worked before, so I wouldn't even know how to interact with a boss. I wouldn't know. So it'll just come off fake. So I want it to be real. Um so let's do siblings and professors. Those are the two that I know. So for my siblings, how I see my siblings to me um would be, hey Min, did you get that thing done? 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 I actually got them all done. I just follow orders. So about me is when people give me orders, I just do them. Not like crazy orders, but like like clean the dishes, make your bed. It's good practice to be human. So it teaches me how to be human. It's like, oh, I didn't know I had to make my bed. I didn't know I had to brush my teeth. I didn't know I had to be a scholar. I didn't know. So when people give me orders, simple orders, not you know not crazy orders, but just like human, common sense, simple orders like, make your bed, study more, be proficient in math and things like that, I do it. I just do it. If it's academic, that's how you know. If it's academic, then I do it. If it's like, like crazy stuff, it's common sense not to do it. I don't do those. So that's how I see my siblings are. They're always giving me orders like, "Hey, did you get this done? Did you get this done?" And I'm like, to myself. I just joke to myself. I actually did get them all done. So that's me, and my siblings. How I am to my siblings would be, um, a little shy today, huh? You were shy the other day too. I met you. I met you yesterday, and I'm meeting you today. It's the same person. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's the same person, and I'll probably meet you tomorrow too. Yeah. I need to make friends because I'm meeting the same person every day. So, I'm sorry. Oh. No, 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 no. You're too funny. You're too funny, big brother, little sisters, little brother. No, no. I met you yesterday. Yeah, you're the same person. Yeah, you haven't changed at all. Yeah. Good try though. You haven't changed at all. Ah, siblings. They never change. They never change at all. Ever. Ever. Um so that's how I interact with my siblings. It's they learn slow. You don't rush them. Um for when the Brennan family called me and there was a girl named Nicole on the phone. I asked her like, Nicole who? I personally don't know a Nicole. And and she just gave me her first name. And how I just joking here, I'm just trying to build a relationship with the Brennan family, scholarly and kindly, um, so they know I'm not a bad person. Um, how I got that phone call, how I received that phone call was Nicole to me was, who are you? 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 It was like that. It was like an attack on my ears. It's like, whoa. I was like this the whole time with the phone. With the phone. I was like in the kitchen. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my god, this girl's attacking me. So that's how I received Nicole. I was like, whoa, this girl is straight attacking me with just questions on questions. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I'm like, yo, I'm no one. I'm just no one. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to calm her down like a child. Like, it's okay. I'm no one. Um, um, and then how I respond was more like, it's okay. I'm just a normal guy. I know how girls tend to be very attacking to guys. It's just a guy. You went to college. You met guys before. And I'm just one of the guys. I'm nothing special. Because girls tend to go, oh, he's Prince Charming. I have to have him. Um, you know, rather than you know, waiting for like the right person. Like, oh no, he fits the category of a perfect smile and height and weird. But that's what girls are. They're really young and dating right now. They don't know how to date. So I'm trying to teach them like it's okay. I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a normal guy. You don't have to get into this frenzy, you know. I'm nothing special, just normal guy. That's what I was doing to Nicole. I was like, with the phone, I'm like, just back away from me. I'm trying to teach her not to attack guys because she tends to um she questions too much. Um so that's how I was handling that, but it was totally fine. The first phone call, the girl, again, very questioning. Girls, they don't know how to behave around, just like guys don't know how to behave around girls. Girls don't know how to behave around guys that they like. It was very attacking, and I was trying to diffuse it by saying, no, there's nothing going on here. You're not the special girl that I am trying to date. It was just I happened to fall upon your page. I like your pictures, and that's it. That's just very normal. Like, you're not this. I don't hold you on this pedestal or anything like that. I don't hold anyone on a pedestal, not even myself. That's why I make fun of myself, because I don't hold myself on a pedestal. A lot of people do. I see it in my family. I see it in, like, they're like, oh, this is special. This matter. It's special. I don't see it that way. Hair is just hair. I don't care. A white t-shirt is a white t-shirt. It covers me. That's all I need. I don't need no Gucci belt. It's just a white t-shirt from Target, and that's good enough for me. So my professors, how I see my professors, um, they attack, but in a different way. It's very academic. It's very intelligent. Girls attack on your senses. That's why when people attack on your senses, you back up. You're like, oh man, because the whole body is sensory. It's very sensitive to senses. So when you attack people's sensory, it's very off-putting. People don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it when people attack my senses. But when you attack academically, intelligently, just challenging you to think, I stand there. I stand there like a pillar. Um, I actually stand more with posture when someone goes after my intelligence academically. So when the professors, physics and psychology and even in art, when they go after my intelligence academically, um, how I know, I don't know. I don't know how I know, but you know when someone's just going after your intelligence and not probing you. With the girls, it feels like they're probing you. It's like, I want to know everything about you. It's like, ooh, that's creepy. Um, but the professor is like, I want to know more about you. So girls, I want to know everything about you. In English, I remember my English teacher says, I hate the word thing. I hate when people use the word thing to explain. Like, that thing over there, that thingy. That's little kids. Little kids use thing. I want to know everything about you. So when girls say little childish words like that, you kind of know, like, oh, they're really young. But professors are more. I want to learn. I want see learn. They're already using correct word. I want to learn more about you. And then the other is, I want to know everything about you. See how fast it is? I want to know everything about you. They don't even know what they're saying. It's like like babies babbling. I want to learn more about you. It's physics. It's very proper words. I want to learn more about you. So how you know is proper words, proper language. When you're not using the proper language, you just know, like, this person is not in the right frame of mind. Um, They just need to study more. But when they use the correct terms, correct words, you just know. And I tend to have better posture and like, yeah, I'll show off now. So with girls, when they're young, I kind of go like this. With professors, I posture up. So with my professors, I get the feeling that they want to learn more about me. That's why when I was meeting with them, I try to stay as long as possible. But the psychology professor was like, he was he was going off on, because remember, they know how to deal with students. So if you're a bright student, they know what to ask. But if you're not a bright student, they know what to ask too. So he was going off on, I don't remember it, but he was going off on, I know he was testing me, so that's why I stood there. I was like, all right, come on. Because I just went to my physics professor and he was testing me. He was throwing formulas. I was in a Captain Marvel. I told him I was an art, studio art major. He's like, oh, you're interested in physics? I don't care. I'm throwing hard formulas at you. And I'm like, what are you doing? Seriously, I was like, what are you doing? I told you I'm an art major. I do not know any of these numbers. I'm so bad with math. And he just didn't care. He's like, nope, giving you the hard stuff. If you came in here asking about, because I was asking about one dimension, I was asking vertical. Why is it that you feel vertical? Why is that? And he was like, boom, 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 giving me all this math problem. I'm like, jokingly, but I was standing there. I was like, whoa, he's really testing me. Like, wow. So I went back at him. Like, after he was done, I was like, okay, okay. After he was done, and he wrote down some books that I crumpled up the paper. I was just mad one day, and I don't have the list, but it was going through a book about flat dimensions or something, and there was a few books he was giving me. I don't have that list anymore. Um, but so after he was done, you want to be polite and let your professors speak. After he was done, I went right back at him, right? Just like my Pacific admissions, they questioned me, I questioned them. Right? That's how a conversation works. If you come at me at a certain way, I come right back at you the same way. So unless I'm teaching something, unless you're like above it and you're teaching something. So in the Pacific admissions, they question you. Who are you? What type of person are you? Why do you want to be here? Why do you want to be at our university? So I come back at them. Who are you? So they're like, who are you? I put in my self-portrait, and now I'm asking, who are you? I don't know who you are. You could be sketchy. So I'm asking, who are you? Am I teaching them anything? I don't think I was teaching them anything. I wasn't that accomplished. Remember, I'm like 19 years old, 18. I'm like 18, 19 years old. I'm not that accomplished. But I do know conversation where if you're questioning me, I'm going to question you right back. Like, who are you? I use the same question right back at you. Like, what kind of institution are you? Like, how will you serve me? How will you better my life? So that was my question. So after my physics professor, physics professor was done, I went right back at him. After he was done, okay, here's my turn. What is God? That's what I asked him. Do you believe in God? As a physics professor, do you believe in God? And he knew it was a sensitive subject, so he was just trying to go around it to know. It was like this arch. I didn't say no. It was like that. It was like da 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 da. It's like, Well, other people and other people and other people, I didn't say no. But other people, he was like that. I was like, okay. So, and I was like, okay, like, we're on the same page. So I was trying to make him feel comfortable saying, yeah, God is like Thor, right? Um, where in the mythology of gods, there's never one god, right? Even Zeus, even though he was the most powerful god, he was a god among gods, plural. So it doesn't make sense to have one Christian god. It doesn't make sense. So that's what I was throwing at him, and he was just like, he was getting ready because we were talking for a good 15 minutes, like a good 20 minutes, 18 minutes. And other professors were walking in. There was this other professor walking in just smiling like, oh my gosh. Like what? Like this is like summer break. It was during the break time over the summer or something, or over a break. And this kid randomly comes in with his backpack, with his notebook, asking about physics. So he's walking by like, whoa, you never see that. You never see a kid just walk in and just asking about physics. And he doesn't look like a physics major. So he's just smiling, walking by. It's like, oh man. Um, and so yeah, I went at him, and then and the last I remember the last he was walking towards his office, and I was packing up to leave. The last thing he said was, yeah, check out on Stephen Hawking's, the book or his books or Stephen Hawking's. And what I got out of that is just do your research and publish. That's what I got out of it. Not at the time, but I know he was like, do your research. Just do your research. Make sure it looks professional before you publish. That's what I was getting. He was writing down books and stuff. I was getting like, yeah, you need to publish. Not exactly that, but it's like when you get back home and rethink what we were talking about, you'll know like I'm telling you to publish. I'm telling you to be as accomplished as possible and publish. So when I went over to the psychology professor, he was just hanging out with the assistant professor, and I asked like, "Is there a professor here?" And he was just lounging like this, and he was like, "I'm a professor," like that. Or she pointed over. She was African American. She was like that, and he's like, "I'm a professor," like that, just real chill. I'm like, nice. Okay, but let's get down to business. Like, stop messing around because professors and students tend to mess with each other. It's just it's an on campus thing. Um, but I'm like, okay, get down to business. I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with you. It made me laugh. I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with you, like, cause like I just got done with the physics. I want to get home and rethink what he told me. So I was kind of speeding it a little bit. So we both kind of noticed that we both were speaking in haste, speaking really fast, and I was like, does the brain sense? Do you know if the brain sense? That's what I asked, and he was just like, I don't remember. I don't know why I don't remember what he was saying, but I know he was questioning me, as a student, seeing if I'm proficient in um, scientific inquiries. That's how I feel. It's like, are you proficient in scientific inquiries? Because if you are, you can publish. If you aren't, you're gonna have to come back and ask about how to write a scientific paper. So what I got out of it was he was questioning my, are you proficient? Have you researched how to write a scientific paper? So he was just asking questions, and I was kind of blowing it off. I'm like, no, I know how to research. I know how to figure that out. I'm asking you, can the brain sense? Are you there yet? That's what I wanted to know. Are you there yet, or am I ahead? That's the same with the physics professor. Are you at God, or am I ahead of everyone else? So with God and can the brain sense, I'm like, are you here? Are you here yet, or is this new? If this is new, then I'm on to something. Because I know professors still work in the field. They still have to publish. So when I asked, and then he was questioning my scientific paper knowledge. I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't care about that. I'm like, are you here yet? Because if you're not, I can do the research. I know how to figure that out if I don't know. If I don't know something, I know how to figure it out. So I was kind of rushing him, and he was like, I'm trying to help you out, right? Like you need to know how to write a scientific paper. I'm trying to help you out. So I was rushing him along. I was like, no, I don't care about that. Are you here yet? And I guess that they both felt that, and they're just like, then you're done. If you don't need my help on a scientific paper, wink, wink, you're done. You know what to do. Um, so that talking with my psychology professor, the psychology professor was pretty fast. I was speeding him along. I was like, no, because after I was talking to the physics professor, I knew he wanted me to publish. So when I talked to the psychology professor, when I learned really quickly, rush him along, right? Get to the point. Are you here yet? I don't have time to sit here to speak for another 15, 20 minutes. So so I was rushing him along, and he's like, yeah, you're done. If you don't need my help on the scientific paper part, which a lot of college students struggle on, if you don't need help there, you know what to do. That's new information. So that one was really fast. Where he's like, "Yeah, yeah, you're pretty much done." So I was like, "All right, thank you," and I bounced. Um, how my art professors are with me, they're more friendly. They're just like my art professors are like it's men. It's like it's not to them. It's not a big deal. It's just like it's men. He's gonna do what he does. He tends to lead in the class. He's not as outspoken yet, is what I was sensing. Cause I know Dan was like, man, you need to lead, right? Like your peers they're copying your work. Some of them don't know what to do. You need to lead. And I'm like, at the time I was laughing it off. I was like, that's how I was. I'm like, stop joking around. Like you don't want me to lead. You don't want this fool to lead. Trust me, man. I'm the funniest leader. You don't want me to lead. So I was taking it serious as a student. I was like, he's joking. He doesn't want me to lead. He's a jokester. He always joke around with me, like so we were always joking around, but with the professors and stuff. So I didn't take it serious at the time. He's like, I know to take everything professors say seriously. Take everything they say seriously because they've been through this before, right? They know when they see talent. They know when you need to be a leader, and I've heard it my whole life, anyways. On my report cards, like you need to lead more. You need to lead. I never understood it, but if you hear it often enough, it's probably true. But again, I blew it off again. Remember, I'm like 19, 20, 21. I'm still a kid. I'm like, I ain't no leader. You don't want me to lead. One, I'm not a leader. Two, you don't want me going there. Like, you don't want me going there. being a genius is one thing, but being a leader, I take very seriously. You don't want me to go there. That's how I feel. It was territory that you don't belong. So I tend to laugh it off when you go into an area where no, you don't belong there. You don't want me to show you what I can do. You don't want to see that. So with me, I'm like, no, enjoy being a kid because no, you don't want to see that. Like I'm grueling. I'm so hard on myself that no. I'll be so hard on you, the other students. You just don't want to see that. That's not a future you want to see right now. Right now you want to enjoy being a kid cuz I'm taking over anyways. So enjoy being a kid. So what that's what I keep to myself. So when Dan Caster like brings up, hey man, you're really talented. Hey man, your peers are looking at you. Hey man, you need to be a leader. I'm like, don't do that. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that side of me. You just don't. Enjoy being a kid and just leave it at that. That's how I treat my professors. Like, you don't want to see that side of me. When I take my scientific paper seriously, when I take my work seriously, you don't want to see that side of me. Cause I'm stricter than Bill Belichick. I'm stricter. If you think Bill Belichick is hard on you, nah. If you're breathing wrong, I'll notice. I don't like it if you're breathing wrong. Just think about all the other wrong stuff that you're doing. And I know everyone's doing it wrong. So for me, I'm just getting to know everyone. And I leave it at that. I'm not strict. But when I'm on, and you know when I'm on, trust me, when I get noticed, you will know. I don't like how you don't breathe correctly. I don't like disabilities. I don't care if it's natural. I don't care if you were born that way and let's just leave it alone. No, not with me. You're going to be perfect. And not only are you going to be perfect, you're going to learn to be perfect on perfect. So if you're comfortable breathing, you won't be. You're going to have panic attacks every day, waking up, going to sleep, knowing every day you wake up, it's going to get harder. Perfect. If you're not perfect, I'm not happy. And if I'm not happy, you won't be. You're going to be perfect. I expect that out of myself. And I expect that out of humanity. You don't want me to lead. You don't want to see that side of me right now. Right now, you want to enjoy being a kid. Because when it's on, it'll be hard to breathe. And that's how I see it. I expect perfection out of myself. So I expect that out of others. This whole humanity's making mistakes thing, it ain't gonna last. Not when I'm here. So I know to let them be a kid. Because when it's on, it's gonna be really hard. You need your break right now. You need to enjoy preschool right now. When your brain is undeveloped, you need to enjoy it right now because it won't last. So I keep it to myself. Because when it's my time to lead, it's over. That old dynasty, that old century, that's done. So I already know it won't last, not while I'm around. And I don't have to be the most special kid in the world. I don't have to be a genius. I don't have to be any of that. That's just me. That's just me being me. Y'all just lucky I don't have an opportunity to lead. If I had an opportunity to lead, I would take over. You would not breathe the same way you've been breathing for the last trillion years. You're taking deep breaths, eating comfortable, sitting comfortable, living comfortable. It ain't gonna last. Not when I'm around. And that's what I expect out of myself. So just imagine what's gonna happen to humanity. You're not gonna get away with it. There's nowhere to run. I won't let you. I won't let you live a mediocre life. I won't let you. I won't. Forget your parents. Forget your friends. Forget your siblings. I won't. I won't look out there and see failure. Because when I'm here, when you fail, I fail. And I don't fail. If you fail, I fail. That ain't happening. Every strand has to be perfect. If it ain't, I ain't happy. So you're gonna be perfect. Right now, I'm just letting you enjoy preschool. Take your naps. Enjoy each other's company. But when I take over, Min Ho, not some genius, not some star, none of that crap. Just me. When I take over, you're gonna be perfect. You better expect that. I ain't having any more mistakes. Which I don't care about, but not when I'm around. I don't care about mistakes. Mistakes are not deadly. They're not dangerous. But when I'm around, I expect perfection. You may have been okay with it in preschool. I'm not okay with it in adult life. I don't care that you want a day off. I don't care. I expect perfection. I'm not having any more failure out there. Can't stand it. If you fail, you make me look bad. Because I'm living. Kids will come in from the multiverse and go, why didn't you do anything about it? You were living. If you look bad, you make everybody look bad. Including me. And I'm not having it. I'm going to be perfect, and you will be too. So enjoy preschool. Enjoy it. It won't last. I don't care how long preschool is. It won't last. Not when I'm alive. And based on science, it looks like I will never die either. Well, sucks to be you.